This is the X3V LED calibration video. Alright, so we're first going to open up our program. Alright, so we first click on screen calibration. We're going to go under the chroma calibration. We hit save or we hit OK. Then we go up to the upper right to manage coefficients. So if we wanted to start over, we would hit the erase and reload calibration coefficients. If we did want to do this, we would go and select our modules by topology and select and then hit erase. Since we're not going to start from scratch, we're going to go to the previous screen. Alright, so now we're actually going to go to the adjust coefficient color as uniform on screen. So this is just for when we need to just select some modules that have not been calibrated, or let's say for this instance we were mixing two different batches of LED tiles. Alright, so remember we're going to select by topology, and then we select our tiles from there. Basically this is from the view of if you were in front of the LED screen and you're looking at it. Just a quick note here. For this type of calibration, you're going to want to be in daylight but not in direct sunlight. You're probably going to want to be in the shade somewhere, just so you can see the contrast and the color difference between the tiles you want calibrated and the tiles you're trying to calibrate to. So at this point in time, we're actually going to start off with selecting just one tile, because that's the one you want to match, and you want to kind of be close to the one you're trying to match. So now you're going to adjust with its own effect, hit next. It will bring you to a blank screen. Alright, so now you're going to right click and click hide. That's actually going to bring you to the screen where you're actually going to be able to calibrate by color. And in order to do this correctly, you want to send red, green, blue, and white in order, because when you play with these color sliders, you're going to want to check each color to make sure that it matches with the surrounding tiles. So you're first going to send red to the whole LED wall. You're going to mess with it. You can start either by bringing it all the way down to either 0 or half. This way you can see the stark contrast between the two. Or you can just try to adjust it by increments of a small percentage, and it'll kind of wipe down from top to bottom once you send the color to it. Once you figure out the correct percentage on red, you'll switch to sending green to the screen. You'll calibrate the color to that and keep going to blue, and then go back to white to make sure that this is all calibrated correctly. If you still see that in the white screen your calibration is not completely correct, try messing with the red, green, and blue to where you got it right, and then repeat the process. Alright, so let's speed up the process here. Once you have the area selected that you want, you're going to go ahead and apply. Make sure you don't apply it to the tile you just calibrated. So apply to everything else. Then that's going to send it. And then you'll hit save to save this to the receiving card. And this is actually saving to the receiving card in each module. So when you open back up the software on the computer end, you won't have to redo this every single time. It'll actually be saved to the receiving card on the module itself. Alright, so now you're going to go back and basically rinse, wash, and repeat again with the adjust coefficient. So basically you started with a larger area. Now you find that some of your modules are still not calibrated. You'll select a single module from there in the uncalibrated affected area, and you'll go through the same process again. Moving on to the next section in this video, we'll be calibrating individual modules. The reason you would do this would be if your actual tile has been either replaced with different modules, either with a bad pixel, or it's just been mixed up. So if you want to calibrate modules within the tile to match, this is where you will go. So again, you'll go through it like you would normally do for the module, select by topology, you'll double click on that tile, you'll go to the module size, so basically that's going to be pixels. So you'll enter in, I think for the X3V it's going to be 64 by 72 pixels. And then you'll select the module you want to calibrate. You'll hit next, adjust its own effect, hit next. Now you use the same process as you did before to calibrate the tile and apply that to the module. So this next process is used when you want to take an existing calibration from another tile, from another receiving card on another tile, and you want to apply it across the board to multiple tiles. This is what you would do. You would go to set coefficient for a new module, or set coefficient from a new receiving card, or you can take it from a module, which is shown in this next section. And that is it for the X3V LED calibration. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and leave a comment and I will try to answer that for you.